everyone, I am Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be setting up my B6 weekly duo plans by just Scribble. I have not decided if I'm going to use this one or the A5 vertical, which I love so much, for 2026. I might use both of them for different reasons. I do have my B6 weekly duo. It has arrived. We are still waiting on the A5s. There was a bit of a delay with the manufacturing, so those will be shipping out later. I am excited to set this one up with you though. I did not personally own any B6 covers. I've never used a B6 for myself, so I just got a Moterm off of Amazon, and I don't even remember the color. It's a very deep teal. I love it. And I have some stickers from our shop. I have the tropical colorway items I'll show you soon, and then some script stickers printed on washi paper. And then I grabbed the Tropical Paradise washi tape set with the foiling. I thought it would look really nice with this cover. So this is going to be my theme throughout the whole planner. And I'm going to take the planner out of the cover for this. Since it's a new cover, it doesn't sit flat yet. It's still kind of rocky with that pocket in the back. I don't want that to mess up my sticker placement. So here's a look at the B6 Weekly Duo Plans by Just Scribble. If you are unfamiliar, her Weekly Duo Planner has both a horizontal weekly and a vertical weekly with no daily pages. So it just goes from week to week. You can use this for personal and work, or split it up however you want. It does have the normal yearly and quarterly spreads that she offers in her other planners as well. And then there's a decent number of blank pages in the back. Let's see how many. It starts on 341 and goes through 381, so 40 pages in the back. We are going to start laying stickers here in the yearly spread. It's the very first spread you get to after the one with my plans, and you can put your key at the bottom. Okay, I said that, and then I remembered I made myself some personal custom name scripts a while back, so I found them and I want to put those in first. So this is our Whimsy font, and I'm just going to put that right there. Should I maybe put some washi on this page too? Oh dear. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna put this great big washi down at the bottom, and I'm just gonna rip it. And I'm gonna put the one with the foiling on top of that one to help cover up that section with the key. I don't really need a key in my planner. I'm gonna put it up at the top also. And then this really skinny one right under. I love tropical colors. I love bright, fun colors. Okay, so this is the Year at a Glance design for the Hobonichi Cousin, and I'm guessing I did just kind of like a little, boop, is that gonna work? We're gonna find out. So this is the hand lettered option. So it doesn't have the MTW. So I'm only gonna cover up the printed January so that I can still see those days of the week. And yes, this works really well. Some of the Y's come down and cover up part of those MTWs, but it's really okay for me. This helps get some of that bright, fun color in there. Our print version does include the MTW. If you want, you can get that one and put it down lower. I didn't know if those would line up just right or not, but it's looking like it would at least be very close. I like the look of the hand lettered personally. All of our hand lettered options are personally hand lettered by me. It was really fun to create those for you. Okay, and since this is designed for the Hobonichi Cousin, these little months in the Cousin has on the right side of the page, there's a small year before calendar and then the year after calendar. I wonder though if these little labels will cover up these since they are smaller, and they do. So that's exciting. So at this point, I'm probably not gonna make a new spread of stickers just for this book since the Cousin ones work so well. And then you have some additional ones that you can use throughout the book and other places if you would like. And I'm gonna add some more of this washi tape just to help tie it all in. I'm gonna use some of this up at the top. This part doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to use a straight edge to make it straight, of course you absolutely could. I'm trying to help myself enjoy some not so perfect things occasionally too. I tend to want everything to be super straight and perfect, and well, I'm working on that. So here is my 2026 Year at a Glance with a little glimpse into 2027. Next we have our yearly index pages, and this is where I like to have my big year planning. So this is where I would put the holiday stickers, the school stickers. They fit great in these. They are very small print, and so they will fit great in those lines. And then I have months also. These two are the Whimsy font. And then this one is the only option our school scripts come in, and that is print. And they're all printed on the washi paper. I'm a little bit obsessed with that at the moment currently. Let's go ahead and add some washi tape to this before we do our scripts. Since this is so thick, I think what I'm going to do is rip enough for a page like this, but then rip it down the middle, or try to. Okay, and then I'll put part of it on this side. Ooh, that looks really cool. And then part of it on this side. All right, that gives it a neat little effect there. And then I'm going to use the foiled one up at the top, and I'm going to be putting those month scripts right over the top. And then I want to use this one also, so I'm going to put this one right along that thicker line at the start, just like that. And then we need to go ahead and do that to this page as well. I'm just going to do the same thing. Start with the bottom like that, and then the foiled one over the month names, and this skinny teal and the month names. Okay, I really like that. I will go ahead and start putting in some of these holidays. I'm not going to do all of them, but just to show you. So that's New Year's Day. I'm only going to do ones I know for sure. Some of these Mondays are tricky to remember if it's the third Monday or the fourth Monday. Some of these holidays are always on the same date, like April Fool's Day. Okay, so now you can see a few of those are in. So you can see how the sizing of this small holiday sheet, this is the Whimsy font, looks in this spread. And then I also have the school one I can go in and do as well, but I don't have my school calendar with me right now, and I'm not going to put any of those in just yet, but that will be something I can finish out later. Okay, and then we turn to the goals pages. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this just yet, but when we get to some of our quarterly spreads, I am going to go ahead and put some washi tape on these pages. I already know I want to do that. In the B6, it's nice that they are arranged this way, and the A5, they are vertical instead of horizontal, so it's a little trickier. You have to either turn your head or turn your planner if you want to see all of that. So this is nice. This should be enough for me. And I think I'll use this one on this page. And let's do this also. I like how that looks. Then on this one, I think I'm going to do the thing where I rip it down the middle again to make it a little smaller for the bottom. Then I think I'll put this one up at the top. Then I'm going to put this super skinny one here. Okay, so that's all that I'm gonna do for this page. I'm gonna leave this because this is where I will do a dashboard kit and then a monthly kit. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna do anything with those just yet. And then after the monthly, there's a blank page that you can do stuff with. And then you get started into your weeklies. And then you have all of the weeklies for the month of January, a horizontal followed by a vertical. And then you have your January recap and then February pages. And then you start over for the month of February. And it's the same layout for February and March. And then you get to your Q2 pages that we had that were like Q1. So this book is organized to where everything is shuffled in and it's divided by quarter. So all of your quarterly trackers are with your quarterly pages, which I think is really great. They're not all at the beginning. I'm just going to go through and kind of help this a little bit so that it lays flat. And then we can go through and put the tabs on. Okay, now it's going to lay a little more flat wherever I'm at. Okay, that's good. Okay, for my tabs, I have 3 options here. I have the monthly tabs, the numbered tabs, and the blank tabs. We offer all of these. We also have a yearly option that has yearly, monthly, daily, etc. So lots of options for you for your tabs. We also offer custom tabs. I'm going to be putting these monthly tabs on so that whenever I have my planner closed and I grab the tab, it pulls it open to the monthly spread. So in order to do that, we have to start with it on this page because then it will wrap around the back of the other side. Now our tabs are perforated in the middle, which makes it really easy to fold. That was really important to me. What that does is that makes it easy to rip if you're not paying attention. So you're gonna wanna make sure that when you pull off our tabs, you do it just like I just did and pull it from the top. You're not gonna wanna pull it at an angle. If you pull it at an angle, it will rip in half, and we don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna put this right up at the top so that it sticks out, the bumps stick out above the page, and this longer part sticks on the page, and then we're going to gently crease and then fold it over evenly so that they match up. And there we have our January tab. So whenever I open up my tab, it turns right to my monthly section. I'm gonna go ahead and go through and do that for all of my monthly tabs. Whenever I do additional tabs, I want them all to line up and not have any gaps in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to the monthly spread now. I'm doing this differently. I'm gonna grab my February really carefully and I'm gonna line it up similarly to how I did it before, and I'm gonna make sure there's not a gap between January and February. I'm gonna make sure I only have one page and then gently fold it over and crease. And now you can see I have my 2 tabs. There's no space between them. We're gonna do the same with March. Our tabs, if you are unfamiliar, and all of our functional items actually are available in a wide range of color options. Like I said before, this is the tropical colorway. The majority of our functional items are available in 11 colorways. Our tabs are also available in white. So our tabs are available in 12 colorway options. So no matter what your theme for your planner is, probably have some tabs that will work great for you. So I'm doing the months along the monthly spreads, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do for my quarterly spreads here in a little bit. Next we have September, October, November, and December. Then I'm gonna put one of these blank blue ones in the back for the beginning of my notes section, right up at the top like I did the others. And then every 3rd page, I'm gonna add another tab. And then when I figure out exactly what I want these sections to be, I can go in and write those down, or I could just leave them blank. Okay, so my notes sections are tabbed. So now you can see how that's starting to look. And then for my quarterly sections, I'm gonna use my numbered tabs, and I'm actually gonna tab them on top. So I'm gonna find my quarter 1 page, and I'm gonna use my number 1 tab. And I don't want this one to be all the way into the spine, so I did leave a bit of a gap there. But we're gonna do the same thing for our first quarter so that when I open up my book, there's my quarter 1 goals pages. And then I can easily flip to the tracking pages as well. Then I'm gonna flip to March and find the end for my quarter 2. And just like I did with my months, I'm actually gonna flip it and then use the 1 to base where I put my number 2, just like that. And I will do the same with quarter 3 here and quarter 4. Okay, so now I have my planner all tabbed up and ready to go. Here you can see my quarters up on the top, my months for my monthly spreads followed by the weekly spreads, and then the blank for notes in the back. All right, so let's put it back in my planner cover so you can see how great this colorway looks with this planner's cover. And for those of you wondering how tabs fit with the Moterm cover and a fountain pen and the pen loop, you can see that the tabs don't come into contact with the pen. I can close it and the pen does not hit the tabs. Kind of hard to give you a good glance at that at an angle that actually works for the camera. And here you can see that the top tabs do not poke out over the edge of the cover, so I can run my hands all across the edges. My fingers are not messing up the tabs. When I open it, my pen doesn't rub up against the tabs. I can easily flip and find whatever month it is that I need to find, or if I need to go back to a quarterly spread, I can do that easily with the tabs at the top. And then the notes tabs at the back, the same thing. So this isn't completely set up. There are still other things that I need to do to get it ready for the new year, but I am excited to test out this new weekly duo B6 by Just Scribble. There were some little freebie stickers that she sent along, and you can find it at shopjustscribble.com. Let me know what you are using for 2026 down in the comments. Have you already started to set it up? Let me know that too. Don't forget to grab all of your planner setup necessities at mandylynnplans.com, where you earn 5% rewards and you can spend them anytime. You don't have to wait. Collect all your points to turn in a $5 reward. That's not how our rewards work. They work just like a gift card. You can use any amount on any order, and you can still use other coupon codes. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.